What's up, y'all? Just wanted to show you my view here. Currently sitting in what I'm happy to report is a new lot that I purchased. It's in northern Illinois, northeastern Illinois, and it's like an infill of a pretty rural area. It's kind of incorporated area here. Just met with the neighbors, super nice folks, and I'm just charged up. I'm just charged up more than anything. This was the culmination of a lot of years of hard work, planning, and more exciting things to come with this lot. This lot has been taking up most of the little free time that I have, has been spent thinking about, conceptualizing, laying things out, executing the deal to obtain this, and I'm kind of in the middle. I'm in the middle of it's mine a lot now, and I'm in the middle of putting together the concept for what this is going to look like. And I'm super encouraged. This is going to be a genuine piece of exceptional American architecture. And I don't say that lightly, because I don't think we've seen very much exceptional residential architecture in the United States. And if you disagree, I'd be happy to go over things. And there's always subjectivity, right? People have their preferences. Some people like container type houses. Some people like super boxy, more European centric design, or like Swedish and Scandinavian simple architecture. But to me, when I think of truly American architecture, I think of Frank Lloyd Wright. And I'll flash, if I can edit this. I might not be able to edit it, but if you guys are interested in getting something similar to what's going to be on this site, look up Ayn Rand Cottage by Frank Lloyd Wright. It's a design that Frank Lloyd Wright drew up. There's some nice perspective drawings, and one or two renderings, which are pretty cool. I invite you guys to look at them. That's pretty much what this home is going to look like. The Ayn Rand Cottage by Frank Lloyd Wright, if you're interested in it. And if I can't flash it up here, sorry guys, I don't have the fancy capabilities as much anymore, and I don't think it really matters in terms of viewership. So I'm thinking, you guys are here for the story, you guys are here for the ride, and this is a big milestone for me, and this is just a huge win. I just can't say it enough. I can't express in words how excited I am to start on this project. I don't know if it comes through, but in the video, but I'm incredibly excited, to a point of almost, I'd say a healthy obsession. So what do I want to talk about? I want to talk about what I feel something that has brought me to this point. I always want to leave you guys with something, a grain of something to think about as what I feel could be my message to people for inspiration. And when I think about it, this land, it doesn't really look like much. We have some buildings here. Maybe I could shift the panorama this way a little bit, or even better, do one of these. So this purchase, and the concepts that I'm doing up and drawing up have been the culmination of more than 10 years of my interest in architecture. And I really, really, really believe that it's been my interest and my passion in architecture that have driven me, that have motivated me. The only thing that's motivated me more is family, is my wife. But other than that, this whole architecture thing has fueled me more than more than anything else other than those two things. And so my message to people, this may seem like it doesn't really apply or anything like that. This isn't these 3 funky tips to a happier life or more wealthy, wealth kind of centered. I'll make that kind of content, but that's not really what drives me. So you won't really get too much of that, too much of the micro. But in a macro sense, I feel like one of the best things to do as a young adult or an older adult is there's a book called The War of Art. I believe the author's name is Stephen Pressfield, and he talks about making the decision to turn pro. And when I think back in my life, the instances that I've made the decision to turn pro, magical things started happening. And this lot is one of them. A year ago today, I was in a pretty rough place. I was in a dark place. I was in the middle of architecture school. I wasn't liking it. I was fighting with my professors. I was going against the grain. And it's so crazy because architecture is something that I love. So how could something that I love cause so much unhappiness? And I've talked about it in other videos. I won't beat a dead horse here. I feel like architecture as a profession is one of these professions that you just have to go against the mold. You really have to break out on your own, take calculated risks, and really, really, really look at things from a different angle. Anyway, all that to say, I feel like I really believe when you dedicate your life to turning pro and you make a decision, I'm a professional in whatever calling, in art. For the most part, I'm talking about art. I'm talking about making music. I'm talking about making videos. I'm talking about drawing. I'm talking about anything in the arts, writing, even comedy. When you make the decision to turn pro, that is assigning yourself a set amount of time per day. For me, it's about 15 to 20 minutes a day on work days, maybe a little bit more on weekends. But you set that predetermined time and you say, this is what I'm going to do because I'm a professional. When you do that, it feeds so much. You tap into this energy, this existing energy in life, that it's a creative energy that makes you see the beauty in life. And I think it leads to a much happier life. And I think it leads you to feel more connected. It leads people to feel more connected with their community, through their calling, through whatever artwork they're producing. I'm a huge, huge believer for mental health, for wealth, for so many things across the spectrum of undertaking an art and turning pro. Again, this could apply to so many other things. Your art, and you could really love it, could be real estate. And as long as you approach it that way, you're going to do good. And but the main thing is it shouldn't feel like it's forced. It should feel like it's natural, like you're naturally following your instincts. Just that, turn pro and take right action every day. 15 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day. If you marry that, if you couple that with partnering and getting together in circles with people that are also interested in that stuff, whatever respective calling that is, that's where the magic happens. That's where the magic happens, because you see how people are approaching things differently. I could be better at this, honestly. I don't do as much networking as I should in architecture, and mostly because most people in architecture, they kind of have blinders to real estate investing. So I'm much more likely to get along and have a productive and fruitful conversation, I would say, and sharing of ideas with real estate investors, with fellow real estate investors. So that's my thing, more architecture than anything. You know, I always, even in conversations with real estate investors, I just turn it into, hey, I love architecture and this is why. You know, so take a look at that. Take a look at Ayn Rand. That's, you know, if I could leave you guys with any homework, take a look at the Ayn Rand Cottage by Frank Lloyd Wright. And that's what I'm thinking of putting here. That's my car. But that's what I'm thinking about building here. It's a concept for now, but I hope to move on this in the next, 2 to 5 years, hopefully. So that's pretty much it. It's kind of anticlimactic. I don't really have anything else to share, but I want to thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you guys for being followers of the channel. Much more to come, and if you guys would want to hear something different from me, that I can kind of craft the channel around, I'm open to hear that too. So leave a comment. You don't have to leave a comment. I'd really, really appreciate it. So I can hit you up, and I really want to get in touch and feel like I'm like I have a little bit better of a sense of who's watching these videos. One of my videos got about 500 views a while ago, and I'd be interested, what about it really resonated with people. So hit me up, and other than that, hope you guys are having a great start of your summer, and spending it with the people you love, doing the things you love. All right, bye now.